Hi, this is GyroGearloose with RV Hacking on the Cheap, and today we're going to be discussing installing a rear view camera. The real problem with towing a trailer is frequently the fact that you're towing a trailer. You can't see anything out the rear window. The installation of a cheap license plate camera like this one allows you to have a perfect panoramic view right through your 30-foot trailer. It's wonderful when you're towing that it acts just like a normal rear view mirror, as if the trailer didn't exist. It's considerably safer for seeing who's trying to whip around your trailer, which frequently happens to those of us who tow. One of the most dangerous things, and one of the most common accidents, is when an impatient driver whips around your trailer and you can't see him. If you suddenly pull over and sideswipe him, it will be your fault. You thought you were being nice, and you wiped out the idiot who's trying to whip around you. I picked up this rear view camera with 2 cameras and the 7-inch display monitor for about $35 online. It's a wired camera, which means no matter how long your rig is, you still have a very clear image. Here's what the receiver for this camera system looks like. This one's made by Pyle, which is a comparatively cheap brand, but seems to work just fine. As I said, it comes with a second camera, and here's the second camera. The second camera is not so useful necessarily when towing, or perhaps it is. How many times have you had trouble hitting the link ball? With the camera that's pointed straight at your ball, you can very easily back straight into where you need to be for the camper to drop perfectly right onto the ball. Very easy. I keep my camera actually aimed slightly downward. I don't need a rear view when I'm not towing, because I already have the normal factory mirror, but being able to see the ball when I'm trying to link up to a trailer is very useful. This one even has LEDs on it that light it up for nighttime use, so no matter how dark it is, I can still see the hitch ball. To install the main unit, all I had to do is plug in 12-volt power and the 2 video inputs that come into this unit. Right here, there's a quick disconnect for the head unit, so you can take the monitor out if you wish to for security. And on the back side of this harness is the 12-volt power and the 2 video supplies. One runs to that rear license plate camera for seeing the hitch, and the second line, I'll show you, connects right through the trailer to the back of the trailer. Here you can see the wire that comes to my hitch camera, which I simply ran right out the tailgate. I have a Suburban, so there's an easy to open door right here. Other vehicles may require you to drill a small hole, or to figure out a different method of routing. For the trailer camera, I simply have this wire that sits under my mat usually, and I plug into the trailer once it's hitched up. Here you can see the video input for the trailer's camera. It's a simple RCA plugs, which is commonly used for carrying video, and I ran the wire the length of the trailer. Remember to have a quick disconnect unless you plan to be permanently towing. This lets you separate the trailer from the vehicle. As you can see, I keep the extra wire for this coiled up around the jack and simply unwind about 4 feet of it to reach the tow vehicle when I hook up the rest of the hitch. You want the wire long enough that you can turn normally without pulling the video wire out. You obviously don't want to damage the video wire, and you don't want it to drag on the ground. Following this wire, it goes under the coach, goes alongside the frame. I have it clipped in all along the frame, running the length of the coach. And then you can see here at the back of the camper, I simply go up and draw 12 volts for the camera from the running lights. It's a convenient 12-volt source. Now, back at the control unit, you have a choice of either of the cameras while you're towing. Right now I'm looking out the hitch and I don't have my camper on, but by simply pressing the V1, V2 button on here, I can select the second video input and look out the back of the camper, or if it was connected. When towing, if I hear a strange sound in the hitch, I can switch back to the hitch camera and see if something is getting loose or dragging on the ground. It's all very convenient to be able to look around your vehicle without leaving the driver's seat when you are underway. Obviously, you should always do a walk around before departing to make sure nothing is wrong before you cause a problem. It's probably worth mentioning that I chose to put my monitor lower on the dashboard here, clipped in below all the fan controls. But this monitor is actually designed to be clipped onto your rear view mirror in place of your rear view mirror. If you routinely are towing, and you very rarely run your vehicle without that, you may wish to use it as the factory recommends and have it on the rear view mirror. This makes it more intuitive, so you just look at your rear view mirror like always, but you see 50 feet behind you, behind the trailer. Thanks for watching. This has been Gyro Gear Loose with RV hacking on the cheap. We'll see you next time.